Hey everybody, I want you to raise your hand if you experienced intentional trauma throughout your life yet never received an apology. Raise your hand if your parents caused you harm and you never received an apology. Raise your hand if you suffered at the hands of your spouse and never received an apology. Raise your hand if you are a survivor of sexual trauma and never received an apology. Now I want you to raise both hands if despite all of that you made something of yourself. Spirit fingers. And so I'm talking to parents whose son or daughter, both or all, are demanding a letter of amends and also an apology. And I want you to ask your son or daughter, what in your life will improve if I apologize? Because despite everything I've been through, I haven't received apologies for some of the greatest traumas that I've experienced in my life. That includes from the man who raped me in the military, from my older sister who befriended him and sided with him before I faced him in court, my ex-husband who emotionally and mentally abused me throughout the course of our relationship, and then I believe worked on my children so that they would disconnect from me. I mean, I could go on, but I'm not really in the mood to revisit the past. And so despite all of my traumas, I made something of myself. Served in the military, got married, raised kids, went to college, held a pretty successful position in corporate America, and then moved on and eventually retired because of my service, because of my injuries. And despite all of that, I could say, well, because so-and-so didn't apologize, that caused me to not accomplish many different things. But I can't say that because it's not true. And so I really think we have to take a step back when our son or daughter approaches us and says, you were a terrible parent and I need you to apologize. And you say, okay, if I do that, what will you be able to move on from, and what will you be able to accomplish as a result of my apology? The truth of the matter is each one of us is dealt an unfair hand at times. We all face challenges. Why? Because we are humans and we deal with people that sometimes are not kind. But yet, despite all of that, we can either take our experiences and say, well, because of so-and-so, I wasn't able to. But yet, I can't say that because in my situation, it wasn't true. And when I have what I've witnessed from my children's lives through social media and through hearing about them from others, my youngest daughter went on to get married and she has children, she has a house, and from what I see, she seems to be doing okay. What would an apology from me allow her to accomplish in her life that she has not yet done? Same thing with my oldest daughter, who seems to be thriving in this world. She's married. I'm sure she has a very nice wife and so on and so forth. So what would my apology do for her that she has not yet accomplished? So do we owe people an apology the second I accidentally cause someone harm? Absolutely. If I intentionally cause someone harm, absolutely I owe someone an apology. Yet most of us were not ever given the opportunity to receive an I'm sorry from someone who intentionally caused us pain. So think about it. I mean, would a letter of amends be great? Yes, but do it for you. Don't send it. Apologize to God, because only He can forgive you. Will it do something for your son or daughter? I don't know. I have no idea. But that's just a thought I had today. So anyways, hope this helps, and I will be back.